What to do if fears are hidden? Look them in the eye and realize that they also drive us towards God, just like our illnesses and all other problems. Accept and go through the fears and do what the heart feels. Stop being afraid of it. And as soon as I started moving towards the Creator, changing, I saw that people in my circle were also changing. Each in their own way, but for some reason not the closest friends, cousins, and so on. Why is that? That's a very good question. Because, darlings, our relatives are our biggest aspects. And for them, especially those who are older, they need more time. Dad, Mom. Remember, they are our past. They will awaken the fastest when we change, when we awaken. These are our children. They go through transformations faster. That is, it activates in them, it rises like a temperature. Everyone who studies with me knows that before our class, it starts cleanly. The transformation of children, the temperature rises, it emerges. The light shows, yes, 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 it needs to transform quickly. Changing actions happens very quickly in an easy form. Similarly, my younger daughter, who is now grown up, used to have a temperature of 39 to 40 during the Congress, and by the next Congress, it was 38. Thank God, it became more frequent than without any temperature at all, and then everything was great. That's how it works. Or some events initially go boom, some serious events, then it gets easier, 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 which means it's in the right direction. But always, they will always highlight it. So, how can we transform karma if, as ordinary people, we can't even understand why we have this particular illness or situation? How do we find out what exactly to work on? I gave you the tools. Please listen to this video again. I mentioned it specifically and more than once. Let's ask what I want to see. Why is this happening to me? You know how to speak, right? Even unconsciously, you can, right? That's all. And how should you correctly say OM or AUM? Both ways are correct. Because AUM and OM are the same thing. Simply, AUM is just a stretched sound, but the meaning is the same. Oh, it's all about the feeling, darlings. I would be like, you noticed, right things, yes. I immediately know why. I pinched myself like that in a taxi. Because I can't tell you exactly what, but I immediately received the knowledge. Of what shouldn't be done. Immediately, of course, and also the right hand. These are personal, darlings. You really want to know everything. Bagni. Please tell me, how to find out what's yours, in which direction to go further, especially now without a job. Thank you. The most important thing is to work on yourself, on your consciousness. When you start practicing, as I already mentioned, you can practice on your own, go to the Creator, change, transform. You can do it with a mentor. There are a ton of options, really. The most important thing is to constantly work on your consciousness and, of course, change your actions and deeds on a physical level. This is very important. That's all you need. It's constant energetic work on yourself. And then, when you change inside, it will become clearer to you where to go, what to do, and what you want to give to this world. And please tell me, why is there so much now? Hyper-relevant. Active. Children who find it difficult to concentrate. And focus. I see very clearly that when there are such children, I see a lot of accumulated karma from the parents. What does this mean? It means parents have not worked through their karma well. They have, let's say, very active karma that needs to be worked on. Hyperactive children come out, who will extract everything from them so that they clean up quickly because they are very stuck. Now different children come, both active and inactive, and various. But remember, this can tactically be said. The last children who come to help their parents transform them. Karmic acquisitions. Good guy. I can't even sing mantras. My voice trembles, tears are flowing. Singing mantras is generally a higher level. Why isn't it working? Please tell me right away. It's normal that it's not working. Nothing happens. First time. It gets mixed up with the program. I remember very well. The year 2012. I turn on the mantras, so I try to sing something there. I remember now Deva Premal Gayatri Mantra. And so overall oh, no one even sang these mantras, really. Such a good egregore of the church. And I also sang. I was afraid to meditate because my mind was scaring me that I would fly away somewhere, not return, that I would go crazy, and so on. So it's all the same. I went through it, but I kept going, turning it on, listening. The main thing is not to turn away. Keep going. Then that's it. Do everything more often. Again, it's training. Training, that's all. Follow the cleansing, give to your traces. And it's wonderful. Thank you sincerely for the incredible whirlwind in a child with epilepsy. How to be, accept. See your karma in this child. Because epilepsy is not just for nothing. It is there to transform your karma, for you to rise, for you to go through this penance and acceptance. Past, worked it out, through these trials, fully accepted. So strongly that for the rest of your life, you will help with this and so on. And then, perhaps, there will be some kind of transformation that will show you a different path. Much better, easier. Maybe it will disappear altogether. Epilepsy. That happens too. Epilepsy. This is, on a subtle level, a comic program, you understand. But in the astral, it's an entity. And you can expel the entity both epileptically and in various ways. I will still keep coming back, because the karmic program vibrates, until you work it through, until you atone for it. Everything is necessary, darlings. There are such moments, everything needs to be accepted and gone through. Don't give up and go through it with acceptance, no matter what it is. Because this is such a thing. Your atonement is your retribution, yours and the child's. It's like this for everyone. We all have our own retributions and atonements. This is very important. Acceptance. But you do not accept. You fight against it. You need to find a solution, but not when your head is focused on fighting first. But when you surrender to God, trust, and talk to Him. You change your karmic programs within yourself, accept, and gratefully go through all the tests with this child. Only then will solutions improve on a physical level, otherwise not. How to help a child heal in the flow of the husband. The husband. Pressures. The husband doesn't really want to change, as I understand it. I will help her with something myself. You will still help, of course. My eldest daughter, she is in the husband's flow. She just needs more time. Then, she needs to work on herself a little more. Well, she is older now, thank God, 30 years. That's it. And You just need to work more, a little longer. We have to do everything, even faster, because she's my flow. She quickly does everything. All transformations happen very quickly for her. Are there really higher powers and hearts? I don't hear a word, no. I'll tell you more, higher. Energies in our higher bodies don't hear at all. No words, if it doesn't come from the heart, not from here, because it's like a door. If this door is closed, you send from here, from here, from here, from here. It doesn't go anywhere, only from here. If the word comes from the heart, it always reaches the Creator. If it comes from the head, whether it's yes or no, or it's not like that. Of course, when you express from the head, no, and so on, well, in principle, I'll tell you, from the heart it doesn't go like that, saying no. And if you do something intentionally, say some words, they definitely go to the Creator, whether they have a part or not. Good day, and I like those who went abroad, or many things, that Kharkiv will be. It pains me to hear that Kharkiv will be occupied. Now, just a second. Will Kharkiv be part of Ukraine? Yeah, they don't believe that Kharkiv will be part of Ukraine. It was easier for me to hear this, but I tell everyone that there will be a game with Kharkiv. That's how I feel. That's right. Sweethearts, with Kharkiv, everything will be fine. Kharkiv, in its specialized. Well, it's almost over. It's coming. Kharkiv will be part of Ukraine. Don't worry. It will never be part of Russia. Don't worry. I've said this many times before. The dawn of Kharkiv. I love Kharkiv very much. Kharkiv residents, thank God, made their choice, even before this full-scale invasion. So don't worry. The child doesn't want to study. Is it to accept and let go? Yes, darlings, you're getting a bit confused. What does it mean to accept and let go? And inactivity and without. Irresponsibility, darlings. Acceptance is not irresponsibility or inactivity, darlings. Please don't go to extremes. The child doesn't want to accept and let go of all this. You need to accept the child and see what to guide. Be an example yourself. That's all you need to do with the child. If your child still wants to, still has the illusion of learning in school, feel it, support the child, talk to them. If it's a teenager, that's a whole different story. Thank you. This requires a separate video further about teenagers. To film, you need to talk to them differently. Altogether. Her. I was a little. I controlled the older one, sat with her for studying, learned. With the second one, this didn't happen. With the one I sat with, she didn't study, but with the one I didn't sit with, she took it upon herself, studied and said, "Honey, why do you need this?" I said this. Yes, you don't need to study too hard. But she still studied on her own. And now, you see, she got accepted on her own, passed the exams on her own, got accepted abroad, passed all the exams, and is studying in English in Poland. So she wanted it. That way, chose everything for herself, even though she studied at home. She didn't study with me. In a regular school, she always studied online, even before COVID, before all of that. So, my dears, remember that our children reflect us. That's all we need to know.